Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. Shadow banning on YouTube. Yes, it happens to everybody sooner or later that deals with China-based content. But lately it's been a little bit different. You know, the power of these large companies is extreme. Anybody out there knows that. Over the last couple of days, just for the fact that Twitter can ban Trump, they can ban you and me as small tubers in China or anywhere around the world. If you don't say what they want you to say, or you take the wrong party line, they can clip your wings. And that's what they're doing to the Chinese-based tubers right now. Through this video, I'm going to be putting in sort of a stat. It's when I go as a content creator, go to say Jerry Goods or JO Nation Mats or Mexicanos in China webpage, what it does is it sort of compares my channel with their channel to tell you sort of how you're doing as compared to them. And it's sort of neat. Anyway, as you can see through all of these comparisons, all of these tubers were going along quite well up until just recently, and then bang, subscribers dropped off and they zeroed out. Mine also. And I started seeing this about a month ago when it wasn't that they were my subscribers were zeroing out, they were deleting my subscribers on you know, in bulk, which they said, well, it's spam. I says 100%. Yeah, 100% of all your new subscribers are spam. Okay, whatever, you know. But what did I do to combat this? Well, being the type of person I am, I started posting on Chinese social media. Toutiao, Bilibili, Weibo, and over the last 4 weeks, I've got over 22,000 subscribers on Toutiao. The cash that comes in off Toutiao is going to overtake what I make on YouTube in January. So it's not like you're going to a second-rate platform, you're going to a Chinese platform. So when did it become this way that the free world, free speech, democracy in the United States turned into censorship? You can't say this or we'll clip your wings. You can't say that or we'll clip your wings. We will censor you. We will throttle your channel. We will, but not just your channel, everybody that talks about China. And why do they do this? Because the China YouTubers are saying good things. Even the anti-China YouTubers say some good things about China. I hate the government, but I love the people. I love the food. I love the culture. I love, you know, and just that little inkling of nicety towards China. The people behind the anti-China rhetoric for the mainstream media and the political establishment in the West, they're not going to put up with that. So what they're doing, like seriously, and as you see these comparisons, it's not just the pro-China YouTubers, it's the anti-China YouTubers that are taking it on the chin too. They've all zeroed out too. So anybody talking about China at this particular time on YouTube is not being promoted. They're being shadow banned. And if you get shadow banned, what happens? Well, they don't promote you, for one thing. If they don't promote you, say you've got 500,000 subscribers and you have a lot of viewers, then obviously they get notification of your new videos coming out, so you get a certain number of views. If you get promoted from YouTube, you get more views. You're not getting those more views. You're only getting the people that have already subscribed to you. So your subscriber base just stays steady because you're not being promoted to the new people. What does this do? That throttles your channel. There's no growth. A small channel like mine, I've got what, over 78,000 subscribers, I think, 78,200 and something subscribers. My average sub viewer count is anywhere between about 6,000 and 11,000 people watch my videos on a regular basis because they're subscribers, they get the notifications and whatever, and it stopped right there, bang, nothing. I haven't had new subscribers. Go and subscribe to my channel, by the way, while you're watching this. I can wait. Okay, that's enough time. But so it's basically killed my YouTube channel. Am I worried about it? Absolutely not. I do this as a hobby. I find it helped me look at other platforms and expand my channel to different platforms. Obviously, if we're being throttled in the West on YouTube, which is the main Western platform for our type of media, it's going to hit less Western people. And I think that's what the political establishment and mainstream media actually wants. And yes, mainstream media, I'm talking to YouTube also. That's what they want. They don't want us telling the Western world that China isn't as bad as they put on, just for the fact that we put that little smidgen of doubt in people's minds when you see this on the news, when we talk about how they manipulate you using certain phrases on the news. That's in your mind now. Now you've been educated on how they deal with this and how they do this. They don't want that. They want complete control over you and your understanding about how China is, what China is, how bad China is, and all of these things. And this is just one of the small ways in which they do it. They basically censor everybody that talks about China, and it's disturbing to see. And when I put these comparisons in throughout this video, you'll see that each and every one of these people, whether the Serpenziers or the blondies in China, or from Jerry Good to the Mexicanos in China, it doesn't matter. Each one of them has bottomed out in their sub count, and they're just not being promoted anymore. So when the West screams censorship, China censors their internet, China this and China that, and then they go back to their democracy and say, well, we have to censor these people. We have to, well, you can't pay with Alipay or WeChat in the States. Donald Trump, the chief duck over there, signed an executive order. So they're censoring WeChat, they're censoring Alipay, they're censoring TikTok. They censor YouTube. They don't tell you they censor YouTube, but I will. But they won't promote me, so only the people that are my subscribers now will see that this is the way it is. If you're a subscriber, share the living bejesus out of this video, so all of these other people, because although it's not promoted by YouTube, you can help me promote this channel and this message, just for the fact that every time you share and somebody else shares, it hits their group of people and their group of people. So it's a good thing. It's the way it's supposed to be done. They can't censor everything, can they? Well, I put my videos. Actually, Miranda, my daughter, puts my videos on Facebook religiously. Every video that ever has gone out will be on Facebook within the next, I think she said before March 24th. Okay, so another couple of months. But Twitter. Well, Donald Trump and Twitter, like the idea that they can go ahead and they can censor everything that you see on Fox News, on CNN, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, everything that gives you the information that you need to make decisions on what's right and what's wrong, they have control over. A little disturbing, isn't it? And when they scream censorship against the Chinese for doing the same thing as what they're doing, but I think China doesn't do it on as large a scale or as efficiently. Maybe it's just not as efficiently. Then how can they scream about that? How can they say, do what I say, don't do what I do, to a country that's on the other side of the world? So the political establishment in the West and the mainstream media, well, it comes from the political establishment and it filters down to the mainstream media. They say squash these small tubers, these small content creators that are saying anything about China, and YouTube just says, yeah, okay, bang, and it's done. What each of you tubers, if you're watching out there, the Mexicanos and the Jerry Goods and the J.O. Nations and the Blondies and the Nikos and the whatever, what you can do is diversify, get onto Chinese social media. I found that Chinese social media grows a lot faster. It pays better than YouTube. It may not pay as much per view, but you get a lot more views. I've had ones that have hit over 110,000 in the last couple of days views. You know, so when you diversify, you sort of take the power away from YouTube and put it back in your own pocket, because you have diversified into a number of different platforms, and keep the power. Don't change your content because YouTube is throttling you. YouTube is censoring you. YouTube is telling you what you can and cannot say to your viewers. They're your viewers. They're not YouTube viewers, they're your viewers. YouTube's just a platform that you put it on. If that platform doesn't work for you, diversify into other platforms that do work for you, that do not censor you, that will let you get your word out, so the truth can be heard around the world. I've been living in China coming on 18 years now, and all of the bullshit that I see on mainstream media is a lot of bullshit. Sure, there's some right stuff in there where no government ever gets it perfectly right off the bat. But from 18 years ago till now in China, things have turned a lot better, a lot rosier. Can you say that in the United States or Canada or Great Britain? No, probably not. I know that because I used to live in Canada, and I used to live in the United States. I saw how it used to be, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. Here it's getting better and better and better. That's what they don't want you to know about. So anyway, this is another rant video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, subscribe. Did I say subscribe? Hit the bell. Don't forget to resubscribe, because if they've deleted you, you don't get notification. If you're not a subscriber, you don't get notification anyway, and you're not being promoted. Oh, and never forget to put a couple bucks in the children's Patreon account. It's for a good cause. Poor rural Chinese children, they just need a helping hand. We can help them. Help me help them. Thanks for watching. Bye now.